We are following breaking news this morning. 3 people are dead after a crash in South LA. What we know so far.
That's enough. Get away. Let him.
Plus, new body camera footage showing the deadly police shooting, the violent confrontation as a man was seen stabbing another person.
More than 500 runners honoring the lives of 13 fallen service members. I'm Eric Resendiz, live in Simi Valley at the second annual 13 Souls Memorial Run. The story coming up.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
It is now 8 a.m. on your Saturday. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Cota-Robles.
And I'm Irene Cruz. We are in the middle of summer. We're starting to really feel those hot temperatures ramp up this week. Tony, it's going to be a good one.
Today is going to be really nice. It's going to be pretty much like a typical summer day for SoCal in mid-August or so. Summer, we still have a month left or so. So we got some hot temperatures that are still possible, and we're going to start seeing those early in the week. But right now, looking over LAX, we can see 65 degrees, and the itsy bitsy spider is joining our newscast. Good morning to you. Have a good day. Don't bother us. Looking over Disneyland in Anaheim, 67 degrees. And look at all those folks going in and say hi to Mickey Mouse for us. Here's the temperatures for later today. 84 degrees for downtown LA. The normal temperature for this time of year is 85. So like I said, just about right for this time. 87 for inland Orange County, the valleys low 90s, upper 90s in the Inland Empire. Along our coast, the beaches about mid 70s, mountain 78, high desert warming up to 97, not quite 100 degrees just yet. The low desert 111. All these temperatures are going to start to climb because of the high pressure that's to the east of us as it makes its way closer to Southern California. And coming up, we're going to break that down, how hot it will get in your area and when it will start, when it should end, this little heat wave we're going to be having. Mark, Irene, I'll send it back to you for now.
Tony, thank you. Some breaking news. 3 people are dead after a crash in South LA. Police say that 2 vehicles were involved in the crash at South Vermont and West Century Boulevard. This is live video there from the investigation. 3 people died on scene. 2 others are in critical condition. Now, it's unclear what caused this crash. We will continue to follow this story throughout the morning and keep you posted.
New body camera video has just been released after a deadly police shooting in Reseda last month. A man was killed after authorities saw him stabbing someone, and we do want to warn you, the video is difficult to watch.
Stop. That's enough. Get away. Let him.
When police arrived, they saw the suspect on top of a man stabbing him. Authorities repeatedly told the suspect to drop the weapon and then fired several non-lethal rounds. When the suspect didn't listen, police shot and killed that man. 911 audio was also released as the stabbing unfolded.
He's killing someone. I don't know. No, they're fighting a guy. There's a guy that is beating some other guy up.
Okay, so the victim is wearing black pants. Is that correct?
No, that's the aggressor.
Oh, that's the aggressor.
The victim is wearing like khaki Bermuda shorts, and he's on the floor. He's bleeding.
The person stabbed was rushed to the hospital and survived.
People gathered for an emotional vigil in Lake Forest last night, just days after the mass shooting at a popular Orange County bar. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell was there and spoke with survivors.
Hundreds of broken hearts, relatives of shooting victims, friends, and community members, many who formed close relationships with people they met at Cook's Corner, gathering at Saddleback Church in Lake Forest to pray and honor the victims of the horrific mass shooting.
Some of you who were so close to this tragedy, I know in our midst we have John Leahy's family with us and so many people who were impacted in his immediate family, and our hearts grieve with you.
67-year-old John Leahy was one of 3 people killed when the gunman, John Snowling, opened fire inside the popular neighborhood bar and restaurant in Trabuco Canyon.
You can always ask yourself, why and why was it John? And because he's probably the most courteous, friendly guy you'll ever meet.
James O'Malley was with his friend sitting outside the bar Wednesday when they heard gunfire.
And this young lady came over and said to us, "He's coming." And I said, "What do you mean, the shooter?" And she said, "Yes." And right at that moment, we were hit with a barrage of gunfire.
They started running, but moments later, James realized John had been shot.
I thought he tripped. And then my mind said, no, that wasn't a trip. There's blood. And there was no movement.
49-year-old Tanya Clark and 53-year-old Glenn Sproul Jr. also died at the scene of the shooting. Dozens of motorcycle riders arriving at Saddleback to attend the vigil.
This is all Cook's family.
Cook's family! This is one big happy family. This is what Cook's Corner is all about. It's about brotherhood, sisterhood.
Cook's Corner, once known as a biker bar, turning into a place where families gather to enjoy food and music.
So I want to read the names of the people who lost their lives.
Emotions running high during the service, a community shaken by the deadly violence at a place that has been beloved for decades.
Cook's has been a part of my life since I was 5 years old. It's been my whole life. For the last couple years, it means a lot to the community, and it's a family place now, and it's just senseless.
Amy Powell, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
And stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of the impact of this deadly mass shooting. Look for new reaction and developments as they happen on air on the ABC7 Los Angeles app and online at abc7.com.
Happening now, a remembrance service honoring the 13 U.S. service members killed during the evacuation in Afghanistan. 3 of them were from Southern California.
Eyewitness News reporter Eric Resendiz is joining us live from Simi Valley this morning. And Eric, you just spoke to the mother of one of the victims.
Mark, Irene, yeah, we spoke with Shanna, who lost her son during this tragedy of those 13 fallen service members. She says this is the second year now that since her son passed away, and she's saying events like this really help with the grieving process. Take a look at this memorial run out here in Simi Valley. We're at the finishing line. So there we go. We see folks coming in, finishing up, whether the option that they did was the 1K, 5K, 10K, or that half marathon. Now, all this started around 6 in the morning out here at the metro station in Simi Valley. It's all very community driven. There are active service members, veterans, and the families of those 13 who lost their lives. Now, all of this is donation based, and the funds are going to go to help pay for college for one of the child of the fallen service member, and of course the rest of the money will go into other scholarships that the families of the fallen service members choose to. Take a listen to what the mom said, who we talked to.
It helps because people are remembering them, and that's something that's really important to me. And sorry, it's loud. And seeing this is actually seeing all these people out, having all these people come up to me and thank me for my son's service has really made it a better day for me.
And the main organizer of this event tells us his son was, his peers are the ones who lost his life. So he's doing this as a form as to honor the lives of those 13 fallen heroes. Now back out here live, we can see more folks are coming into the finish line, finishing up their walk, run, or cycling as well. So we'll be out here, folks, for the rest of the morning. And of course, again, this is all donations based, and the funds will help to pay for college for those, the child of one of the fallen service members. For now, reporting live in Simi Valley, Eric Resendiz, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Eric, thank you. Evacuation orders for people living in Seven Oaks have now been lifted. Rising water from Tropical Storm Hilary created a destructive debris flow through the community in the San Bernardino Mountains. Several homes, roads, and bridges were washed away. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is asking people to be mindful of heavy equipment from crews still working in the area and to obey posted street closures.
We are following some recalls in California this morning. The frozen vegetable and child safety gear that could become harmful.
The mom part of me, it just has really been heartbreaking not to see them be able to really enjoy and be part of this situation.
From Boyle Heights to the big screen, how one rising star is navigating the spotlight in the midst of an industry strike.